Hello and welcome. Today's topic is about Hong Kong currency. And yes, Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of China is one of the world's financial centers with the largest concentration of high net worth individuals. Hong Kong was once known as a colony of the British Empire, and it was returned to China in 1997. Over the years, Hong Kong has completed its transformation from a sparsely populated area of farming and fishing villages to one of the world's biggest ports and the most prosperous cities.
And let's take a closer look at Hong Kong coins and notes. And here you see, at the side you can see their face value, issuance date. And at the back of the coins, you can see very clearly it's Bohemian, the symbol and representative of Hong Kong. And here you can see a 50 Hong Kong dollar banknote, and you can see it's issued by HSBC. And at here you can see the signing of the executive director. And this is different from RMB because this is issued by a commercial bank, so they have a board of directors. At the back you could see portraits of beautiful landscape of Hong Kong. And here on the back of the banknote, their famous Lantau Peak on Lantau Island and Pauline Monastery, and they are all natural landscapes and famous tourist spots of Hong Kong.
And the exciting part of Hong Kong currency started after the First Opium War. That's 1841, and at first there was no local currency available for daily circulation, so people there transact with monies around the globe. And it wasn't until 1860s that the first regal coins of Hong Kong were issued. They were produced by the Royal Mint of London and consisted of silver and bronze states. In foreign currencies, so they continued to circulate alongside the local coinage. But most of these were not acceptable for government payments, and owing to the financial loss, the Hong Kong Mint established in 1866 finally, but it was closed 2 years later. And as a substitute for the regal dollar coins, silver street dollars from the USA, Japan, Britain were all used, and from 1895 and legislation was enacted in attempts to unify the currency. With the issue of the $1 notes pursued to the $1 currency note ordinance of 1935, the government declared that the Hong Kong dollar as a local monetary unit, and it was not until 1937 that the currency was finally unified. And an interesting feature of the history of Hong Kong currency is that, along its few hundred years of history, it is depicted as very stable. And I assume there are three main reasons. First is that monumentalism that was executed thoroughly through all of the historical periods. And the second thing, I guess, is the absolute control of the total money supply. And finally, I think refusal to government deficit and an appropriate trade and fiscal policy is very helpful for the stability of the Hong Kong currency. And that's all for today. Hope to see you soon.